Welcome back, guys. So, in our little Star Wars Scene Maker walkthrough tutorial, in which I can no longer speak in complete words, we are getting ourselves ready to end this particular scene. And what we have here is we've got a stalemate because the laser gate doors have toggled closed. And Darth Maul laid down his smack talk line, and he is, he's really putting the hurt on Obi-Wan, who can't attack him from behind that door. All right, so we're gonna open the laser gates one more time, and they're gonna fight one more time, and it's going to result in yet another stalemate, which you will see here. So, in order to do that, I'm on camera 1. We're again gonna ready our lightsabers. This time, Obi-Wan will be Mr. Hasty, and he will ready it. He's got it readied. And then now, okay, I was here earlier. Now, the laser gates are gonna open for one more time. Whoops, I forgot to do something. That would have been bad. I forgot to tell Darth Maul. Whoops, not to do that, to attack. Obi-Wan. And for Obi-Wan to attack Darth Maul as soon as these laser gates toggle open. There they go. Not as smooth as I want, but we talked about it in the last episode. This app is never smooth, so they're gonna fight. And we are nearing the end of our 1 minute timeline. The Scene Maker only makes scenes that last for 1 minute long. And in order to get to our little stalemate here, which will be the cliffhanger, we're going to cause them to do something really badass. And that is, of course, the double force push. So Obi-Wan's going to force push, and Darth Maul is going to force push, and it'll be a lovely stalemate. There. Alright, so that's going to go on. I can't end this scene without making Obi-Wan say one more thing. He'll say, "I'll blast again."
Blast!
And that's it. Alright, so that's the end of the scene. I'm gonna end it right there. Lame. No, just kidding. You'll love it. It's only the first part of the 3-part series. So let's review. First, we're gonna hit save. Then we're gonna go back, and we're gonna watch this from the top. Let's watch it from the top. So they start out in the room.
Blast!
Obi-Wan realizes he's stuck. They ready their sabers and hit it. They start fighting. Okay, the laser gates are opening. And then now, Darth Maul does his acrobatic thing. He's gonna make a break for it. And then, boom, something happens. The doors close, and Obi-Wan can't do anything.
At last we will have revenge.
And then after that lovely little line, Obi-Wan was like, "Oh no, we're not finished yet. We're still gonna fight." So they continue fighting. And then they get into their stalemate. And that, my dear friends, is how the scene ends, with Obi-Wan saying, "Ah, blast." Alright, so now that that's done, I'm going to show you how to finalize the scene and get all the stuff in. So we go down here to this menu thing in the lower right corner of the Scene Maker scene, and you'll see the little app. little button, the icon that says upload, and this is how you finalize, or they call it render scene, I call it finalizing the scene. And you've got three little things here. Add your own title crawl, add the musical score, and add your own end credits. Now, I'm not going to spoil everything for you because I want you to see this scene in its final state. But I do want to walk you through everything. So when you go to title crawl and you hit edit, this little menu is going to come up, and you can come here and you can change the name of your title, and then you can add little things. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You know, you could put your own narrative in here, and you know, I'll work on that. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to spoil it for you. You'll be surprised. So that's how you do the title crawl. And over here, I'm going to skip over the musical score because I'm going to talk about that at length in a little bit. Over here is where you add your own end credits. And again, it's the same thing. You just sort of erase the default text and you type in your credits here. And I've got my own way of typing in my credits, which you've seen in all of my videos. Now over here in the middle panel, this is where you add the musical score, and you can preview it, you know, just like you preview something on iTunes. Or, you know, there's three dual songs for you to choose from. But if you don't like any of those, you can actually choose other songs. And to select it, you just hit the select button. Now, a lot of you have noticed that lately my recent videos have not had any musical score during the actual scene, and that's because there's some sort of weird copyright issue going around with Sony. Is it Sony Music or Sony Entertainment? It's one of those. Basically, in a nutshell, Sony had purchased the rights to all the musical scores to Star Wars, and they're blocking any YouTuber who uploads a video using musical scores, and it's very frustrating. I kind of wrote about it a little bit in the previous video that I uploaded. I basically said that I'm not stealing any of these scores. It's been provided to me directly through the app, and you can see that yourself. I mean, if I hit this button, whoops, I don't want to hit that button. This musical score came preloaded with the app. It's not like I stole it off the internet or anything. So I'm not violating anything. It's just that the developers of the Star Wars Scene Maker app are no longer supporting it. So they've let their license run out, and since their license ran out, it's not going to be covered now that Sony has staked a claim on it. So yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. That's the reason why you can't add musical score into the scene. At least Star Wars musical score into the scene. You'll get into trouble. There'll be like some sort of warning or some sort of copyright claim, and I'll get an email from YouTube that says, sorry, you've got copyrighted material. Sony's put a block on your video. You can't play the scene. You can't do the Cloud City scene that you're hearing right now because it's been blocked. I have thought about it. I kind of figured out what could be a workaround to this copyright thing. I could test it out, but to be perfectly honest with you, I won't. And it's because I'm trying to expand my channel, and if I have any sort of potential copyright infringement claims hanging around, then it's not gonna be very good for me, at least. I know you guys will like it, but I don't want it. But yeah, so to make a long story short, this middle panel here, this is how you add the musical score into the scene. And this explains why in my older videos, before the Sony lawsuit, I was able to add, whatever musical score I want. This was actually one of my favorites, one of the Endor. No, not this one. This was one of my favorites. I like this one. This was one of my favorite scores, but I've not been able to add it to any of my scenes ever since the Sony copyright claim got filed through YouTube. So yeah, everything's been kind of silent. But yeah. So, all right. To make a longer story short, once you've added all these things, your title crawl, your musical score, and your end credits, you hit the create movie, and it'll create the movie for you. I'm going to do that all in the background because, like I said, I don't want to spoil this lovely scene that I've been teasing with you guys. And when you see it in its final form, as the first in a 3-part series, starring Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon, you're going to love it. I guarantee it. You'll love it. So, thanks for hanging around with me with this Star Wars Scene Maker walkthrough tutorial. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, just type it in the comments. Ask away. I'll do my best to answer them. And I will get cracking not only on this video, but on the other 2 in this series. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. I love you guys. I love talking to you guys in the comments section. I'll see you guys later. I promise more videos, and I promise not to waste my time watching too much anime or reading too much manga. Although I'm not gonna guarantee it because I got another big stack of manga in the mail. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Talk to you later.